Today's workout is a full body Advanced Pilates Reformer flow, working on the Balanced Body Studio Reformer. All you'll need today is your reformer and your box. Let's get moving. We are going to start today with 3 red, 1 blue spring on the reformer and start lying down, setting up for footwork. Lie onto your backs with your head against the headrest, shoulders up against the shoulder blocks, heels on the foot bar in a wide turned out position. Take your feet to the far corners of the foot bar. Reach your arms out, flip the palms up, and working in a neutral pelvis. Take a deep inhale through your nose to prepare. And on the exhale, just start to lengthen the carriage out and drag it back to center slow. As you push out and in, focus on keeping that nice heavy tail and focus on feeling your inner thighs engage, drawing the abdominals in and up. Focus on your breath. Focus on that long line of energy that is pressing from the heels all the way out through the crown of the head. Breathe into that full length and make sure that the ribs are soft, that we're keeping the tension out of the shoulders and neck. Exhale, push all the way out. Inhale, drag it back to center with that same controlled speed the whole time. We're here for 3. Stay with it. Last 2. One more time. Come in halfway. Pause. Don't move the carriage. Extend the right leg out at a diagonal with pointed toes. Hold it. Just breathe. Keeping that left hip heavy, staying even across your pelvis. And then drop that right foot down. Extend the left leg out at a diagonal from the hip. Stabilize. Push firmly into that right heel, keeping that right hip down. Drop both feet down, little pulses here. 2 to 3 inches out, 2 to 3 inches in. Your core is tight, your ribs are soft. Focus on your breath. Just for 3, 2, 1. Push all the way out. Come all the way in. Move it down onto the toes, into a Pilates V position. Press the carriage out, drag it back in. As you push out, feel your hip bones narrow in towards each other. And as you pull it back to center, slightly release that pelvic floor activation and notice that the sits bones will widen. Squeeze into those inner thighs. Lifting up into the pelvic floor while drawing your abdominals in and up. So we get that great adductor activation while keeping that beautiful core connection throughout the movement. We're energizing the body. We're warming up the legs while working the alignment of the joints all at the same time. Never lose that heel connection here. Exhale. Inhale, breathing. Just for 3. You've got it. Stay with it. Last 2. Beautiful job. One more time. Come in half of the way. Little pulses. 2 to 3 inches out. 2 to 3 inches in. Pushing from your tailbone, not from the knees. Pulse and squeeze. Exhale. Inhale, breathing. Just for 3. Good work. 2, 1. Push all the way out. Come all the way in. Parallel the feet on the toes. Lift your heels up high. Press it out. Drop the heels down. Lift the heels up. Bend the knees, come in. Calf raises. This time we drop for 2. Drop and lift. Drop and lift. Bend the knees, come back in. We have 3 drops. Lengthen out. Drop 3, 2, 1. Lift them up, bend in. 4 drops, lengthen out. You drop for 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift them high, bend, come in. 5 drops, take it out. Drop for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, lift them up, bend, come in. 6 drops, lengthen out, drop 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, lift them up, bend, come in. 7 drops, lengthen out, drop 7, firm press, lift 6, exhale, inhale, 4 more, last 3, 2, 1 more time, go to prancing and parallel. Bending one knee, stretching the opposite heel deeply down underneath the foot bar, focusing on the length of the back of the leg while stabilizing your pelvis and your hips. So that the goal is to get a little bit deeper into that calf stretch each time. Deep inhales, deep exhales here. Shoulders are relaxed, core still tight. Stretching the Achilles tendon all the way up into those hamstrings. 3, 2, and 1. Lift them up, bend the knees, come all the way in. Move on to the heels now. Your feet are parallel. Deeply flex the ankles and exhale, press. Inhale, drag it back to center slow. I like to think about pushing your feet up against an imaginary wall. So all 4 corners of each foot are pressing against that wall. And then think about pushing the balls of the feet away from the center of the body as you pull your toes back toward the knees, creating that oppositional stretch. Each time that you lengthen, feel your quads engage and lift, and then also breathe into the back body. Our final footwork position here, making sure that those hips, knees, and ankles are all in perfect alignment. Just for 3, good work. Exhale, 2. 1 more time, come in halfway, little pulses, 2 to 3 inches out, 2 to 3 inches in. Exhale, inhale, breathing, pulse and squeeze. Stay with it here. Just for 3, 2, 1. Push all the way out. Come all the way in. Awesome job. Hug your knees to your chest. Gently rock side to side, massaging out your lower back. And then come on up and adjust the weight. 1 red, 1 blue spring goes on the reformer. Make sure that your headrest is down all the way, setting up for pelvic lift or bridging. So lie on down. Bring your heels on the foot bar, slightly wider than the hips. Push your hands firmly into the mat, activate the arms. Inhale, tilt the pelvis away from the center of the body, creating space between the lower back and the mat. And then on the exhale, engage your core, eliminate that space, keep the carriage still, and curl your hips all the way up toward the ceiling. And then release and articulate your spine down slow, 1 vertebrae at a time. Inhale at the bottom. Create space between the low back and the mat. And then on the exhale, that deep core and pelvic floor activation eliminates that space. And you squeeze into the glutes as you curl the hips up high. And then roll it back down the upper back. Mid back and the low back all connect to the mat. Focus on breathing here. Focus on reaching those arms long away from the center of the body. That's how we keep tension out of the shoulders and neck. Inhale at the bottom, create the space. Exhale, eliminate that space, curl into the abs. Your hips lift all the way up. And then release and roll it back down with control. 1 vertebrae at a time. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale, scoop the belly, squeeze your butt. Feel that deep hamstring activation. And then release and roll it back down with control. We have 3 more here. Stay with that movement. Stay with that breath. Last 2. Making sure to stay even across your hips as you roll it back down. 1 more time, inhale at the bottom. Exhale, tuck the tail, curl the hips all the way up and push the carriage out. Drag it back to center. Long lines of energy from the forehead to the knees. Ribs are soft. And if you feel any pressure in the lower back, you're not activating your glutes in your core enough. So really focus on that deep glute and core activation to support the lower back and the hips. 3. Exhale, 2. Good work. One more time. Come back in little pulses with those hips up and down. 2 to 3 inches up. 2 to 3 inches down. Exhale, lift, inhale, lower. Pulse, squeeze. Stay with it here. The glute activation is what's lifting your hips, and then you just release them to lower. Squeeze, lift. Release, lower. Exhale. Inhale, breathing. 3, 2, and done. Roll your spine down slow. Hug your knees up toward your chest. Gently rock side to side, massaging out the lower back. Deep inhales, deep exhales here. One more big inhale. Exhale, grab the straps behind you. Reach your arms straight up. The knees are at tabletop. Take a deep inhale through your nose to prepare. On the exhale, curl the head, neck, and shoulders up into flexion. Extend the arms and legs out. Hold it at the top. And then inhale, lower back down slow. Exhale, curl up, lift from the chest. Lift from that deep core activation. That way it doesn't go into the neck or the back. And then inhale, lower back down. When you come up, try to get all the way up off of those shoulders each time. Try to lower the legs a little bit more. Reach a little further. Pull the abs in a little deeper. And then lower back down. Inhale. Exhale, curl up, extend everything out. Inhale, lower back down slow. We have 3 more. Up. Down. Good work. Last 2. One more time. Lift up, stay up, start to pump the arms. Breathe. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. In 2, 3, 4, 5. Out 2, 3, 4, 5. In 2, 3, 4, 5. Out 2, 3, 4, 5. In 2, 3, 4, 5. Out 2, 3, 4, 5. In 2, 3, 4, 5. Out 2, 3, 4, 5. And you rest. Lower down. Bend the elbows. Bend the knees. Take a deep inhale through your nose, setting up for coordination. Exhale, curl up, extend the arms and legs out. Open the legs, close them. Bend the knees, reach a little further. Bend the elbows, drop the head. Exhale, curl up, extend everything out. Open, close. Bend the knees, bend the elbows, drop the head. We have 3 more. Up, open, close. Bend the knees, bend the elbows, drop the head. Last 2. One more time. Up, open, close. Bend the knees, bend the elbows, drop the head. Reach your legs straight forward. Reach your arms straight up. Take a deep inhale through your nose to prepare. On the exhale, start to push your arms down toward the hips as your legs float up above those hips. Then lift the hips up and over. Send your feet up. Lower the legs down. Separate the ankles, flex them. Keep reaching through the arms. Roll down 1 vertebrae at a time, legs together, arms lift. Exhale, arms down, legs up. Shoot those legs straight up. Bring them back. Separate, flex. Roll down 1 vertebrae at a time, legs together, arms lift. Exhale, press. Hips up, feet up, legs down. Separate, flex. Fluidly roll it down through that spinal stretch. Arms up, legs down. Inhale. Exhale, arms down, feet up. Use the abs, lift the hips up. Send those legs up, legs down. Separate, flex. Roll down 1 vertebrae at a time. Good work. Take the straps onto your feet. Extend the legs straight up. Hold that stretch for a moment here. Just breathe. Deep inhales, deep exhales here. Point your toes, open the legs out wide. Flex the ankles, close the legs back together. Point, take it wide. Don't move the carriage. Flex, pull the legs together. Point, wide. Flex, pull center. 3 more. Point, wide. Flex, pull. Last 2. Wide. Flex, pull. 1 more time. Point. Go wide, flex the ankles, little pulses out and down to the floor. Working hip flexibility here, getting that deep stretch. 3, 2, 1. Legs back together. Point your toes, lower the legs down. Flex the ankles, anchor the tail, lift the legs back up. Point to lower, exhale. Inhale, flex, and lift those legs back up. Breathing into that deep stretch right here. Point to go down, flex to go up. Stay with that movement. Soften those ribs. Let it feel good. Keep your neck long, keeping that gaze straight up the whole time. Feeling that deep hamstring stretch as you stamp your feet up toward the ceiling, lifting those legs up high. 3 more. We're energizing the body. You should start to feel warm here. Last 2. 1 more time. Now keep your toes pointed, big circles with the legs. The legs go up, out, around and in. Feeling your femur bones fluidly rotating throughout the hip joints. So we get that deep stretch in the legs, the hips, and the release in the lower back. Instead of making the circle super wide, I want you to think about feeling those legs elongating out of the hip joint and reaching a little bit further away from you, creating that expansion of the soft tissue and that release all the way up into the SI joints, feeling those femur bones fluidly rotating with control and maintaining that same speed the whole time. 3 more. If you feel any discomfort or clicking, maybe minimize the range. 1 more time, take it the other way. Down, around, and back up to center. Squeezing into the inner thighs. Breathing into that deep stretch right here. Exhale, inhale. Out and around and in. 3. Last 2 and 1. Short spine, bend the knees in. Inhale, lengthen the legs out. On the exhale, hinge at your hips, feet over the face. Use your abdominals, lift the hips up. Bend the knees wide to the shoulder blocks. Roll down 1 vertebrae at a time once the tail touches. Then you press the legs out. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, feet over the face. Use your abs, lift the hips up. Bend the knees down. Roll it down with control. Inhale, you lengthen. Exhale, hinge at the hips, feet over the face. Use your abs, lift the hips up. Bend the knees down. Roll it down, upper back, mid back, and the low back. Connect. 3 more. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, feet up. Use your abs, lift the hips up. Bend the knees wide. Roll it down with control. Last 2. At the top here, we're going to now bring the soles of the feet together and press the knees away for a deeper hip stretch. Press it out, hinge at the hips. Feet come up, use the abs, lift the hips up. Soles of the feet together, the knees press away as you articulate down with control. Now just push the carriage out, pull it in quick. Exhale, inhale. Feel those hip bones narrow as you lengthen and the sits bones widen as you resist, never losing that heel connection here. 3, good work. 2, 1 more, push it out, Peter Pan. Bend the right leg, extend the left. Inhale. Exhale, both feet to center. Alternate and bend the left, extend the right. Inhale. Exhale, both feet to center. You push through the heel of the leg that's bent as you pull in with the inner thigh of the leg that's extended to bring both feet back together over the foot bar. You flex the ankle of the leg that's bending while pointing the toes of the leg that's extending. We're here for 4. Inhale, exhale. Last 3. And for 2. One more time, back to center, bend the knees in, and the straps come off of the feet. Setting up for semicircle. Bend the knees over the foot bar. Bring your hands to the shoulder blocks with all of the fingers, including the thumb, to the outside edge. Wiggle yourself side to side and fully extend your arms, pushing the carriage out. Bring the balls of the feet onto the foot bar, heels together, toes apart in a V. Exhale, push the carriage out. Inhale, drop your booty into the well. Drag your hips on the springs, then lift those hips up. Exhale, push out. Inhale, lower the hips down. Exhale, bend it in. Inhale, lift it up. Push it out. Hips go down. Bend the knees. Lift the hips up. Push it out. Hips go down. Bend the knees. Lift the hips up. We have 2 more here. One more time, feeling that deep quad and psoas stretch at the top. Reverse it. Bend it in. Booty down into the well. Drag your hips on the springs. Lift the hips. Bring it in. Articulate your spine. Send the hips into the well. Feel that deep glute activation to lift. Pull it in. Roll it down. Push it out. Lift it up. Bring it in. 3 more. Last 2. One more time. Hold it here. Breathe into that quad stretch. Deep inhales. Deep exhales here. One more big inhale. Exhale, wiggle yourself back. Come on out of that. And come on up, setting up for monkey stretch. Bring the balls of the feet onto the foot bar in a wide turned out position. Bring your hands to the inside edges of the feet. Take a deep inhale through your nose and exhale. Straighten the legs, pull with your hands, push with your feet and look down. Inhale, come back in and look up. Exhale, stretch those legs straight. Feel that deep stretch throughout the whole spine, even across the shoulders and upper back. Inhale, come back in and look up. Working a deep spinal decompression here, while also getting a deep stretch in the hamstrings and into the lower back. 3 more. The more you pull with your hands and push with the feet, the deeper that oppositional stretch will be. Last 2. Nice work. One more time. Hold it here. Start to prance. Bend one knee. Stretch the opposite heel. Alternate and breathe. Try to get one of those heels to press a little bit further down underneath the foot bar each time. Deep inhales. Deep exhales here. One more big inhale. Exhale. Bend the knees. Come back in. Move your feet to a V position. Reach your arms up to a diagonal from the shoulders. Exhale, push the legs out. Inhale, drop the heels. Lift the heels, bend the knees, come in. Exhale out. Inhale, drop. Exhale, lift. Inhale, bend. Try to keep your spine long. Try to keep your back flat here the whole time. Reach those arms up high. Your neck is long. Your gaze is up and out as well. We have 3 more. Drop, lift, bend. Good work, last 2. Drop, lift, bend. One more time. Drop, lift, bend. Hands to the inside of the carriage. Scoop the belly. Flex your spine. Same thing. We push, drop, lift, bend. Keeping that deep flexion here the whole time. Push it out. Drop, lift, bend it in. exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. I want 4 breaths. Focus on the breaths. Focus on drawing those abdominals deeply in and up for 3. Last 2. One more time. Come in, round the arms in front of the body. Exhale, push out. Reach that left arm back. Drop the heels, lift the heels, bend, come in. Push it out. The right arm reaches, you drop. You lift. You bend to center. Reach, twist, drop. Lift, bend in. Reach, twist, drop, lift, bend. So you're just alternating which arm you're reaching back each time, feeling that beautiful expansion across the chest. Reach, drop, lift, bend. Exhale, reach, drop, lift, and bend. One more time each way. The left arm reaches, drop the heels, lift the heels, bend in. Right arm reaches, drop, lift and bend. Now circle the arms up and back behind you. Lift the chest, lift the heart, lengthen, same thing. Exhale out, inhale, drop. Exhale, lift, inhale, bend. Push the legs out, drop the heels, lift the heels, bend, come in. We have 3 more. Nice work. Last 2. One more time. Drop, lift, bend all the way in. Nice job. Step up off to the side. Adjust the weight so that you have one red spring on, setting up for elephant stretch. Stand up on the reformers. Feet step back to about hip distance. If you can't bring them all the way against the shoulder blocks, then step your feet a little more forward. You want to float the toes up. Have even distance between the arms and the legs. Widen your shoulders. Take your gaze at your belly button or in between the inner thighs, and exhale, push out with the legs. Inhale, pull in with the core. Try to flex your lumbar spine. Tilt your tailbone underneath you, drawing your abdominals in and up as you pull the carriage to center. Exhale, push out with the legs. Inhale, pull in with the core. Just for 3. Last 2. One more time. Come back in. Lift your heels high up against the shoulder blocks. Push out to a plank position. Do a push-up. Pike your hips back up. Plank. Push up and pike. 8 more. Plank. Push up. Pike the hips up. Curl into those abdominals as you send those hips high. In the plank, gaze about a foot past the foot bar on the floor. In the pike, look in between the inner thighs. 3 more. Last 2. One more time. Drop it to the knees. Grab the straps back behind you. Have your palms facing forward. Take a deep inhale through your nose. Prepare. Exhale, sit up tall. Reach your arms forward. Inhale, booty back on the heels. Exhale, lift and lengthen. Inhale, lower. Feel your shoulder heads roll back and down as you lift those arms up. Feel that deep glute activation as you rise up onto the knees and lower back down slow. 3 more. 2 more. One more time, up, down, drop those straps. Drop the foot bar down. Keep that red spring on. Grab your long boxes, place them on long ways, setting up for pulling straps. Lie onto your belly, facing back, with your chest off the box. Grab the straps. I like to hold where the straps are doubled up, but if you need less tension, hold lower, or for more tension, hold higher. Before we begin, engage your core. Pull the navel up into the spine. Point your toes, lengthen your legs out of the hips, feeling a deep glute activation. Take a deep inhale through your nose to prepare. On the exhale, Pull the straps back to your hips. Lift the chest up. Hold it. Inhale, lower back down. Exhale, engage your lats. Lift the heart. Hold it. Inhale, lower back down. Exhale, pull back, lengthen, lift. Inhale, lower. 3 more. Last 2. One more time, pull back, lift up, hold it. Little kicks with the legs like you're swimming through a pool of honey. Tricep presses, bend the elbows, extend the arms, continue to kick those legs and look straight down. Five more. Good work. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop those straps back down. Walk yourself forward by grabbing onto the rails. Grab the risers to the back edge of the reformer. Wrap your fingers with your thumbs up. Pull forward, lengthen out. Exhale, squeeze your biceps and lats. Pull the carriage forward. Inhale, lengthen it out slow. Exhale, pull. Inhale, lengthen slow. 5 more. Good work. Stay with it. Last 4, 3, 2. One more time, pull it. Little pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lengthen the arms. Walk yourself back out slow and roll over onto your back. Setting up for backstroke and then into teaser. Grab the straps behind you, place them into the hands. Bring your knees at tabletop. Have your shoulders off the back edge of the box. Drop your head back. Deep inhales, deep exhales here. Take a moment. One more big inhale. Exhale, bring the thumb and pointer fingers together. Curl the head, neck, and shoulders up into flexion. Inhale, reach your arms and legs straight up. Exhale, circle the arms and legs around and together. Hold it here, reach a little further. Pull the abs in deeper. Bend everything in. Inhale, reach the arms and legs up. Exhale, circle the arms and legs around and together. Bend it in. Arms and legs up. Arms and legs circle around. You reach a little further. Pull the abs in deeper here. Then you bend it in. One more time. Arms up. Legs up. Circle everything around. Hold it. Bend everything in. Tee the arms out. Head goes back. Into teasers. Take a deep inhale. Prepare. Exhale, start to push through the arms, engaging your lats and your core, nodding your head, lifting up into a full teaser, and then lowering back down slow. Inhale, head back, open the chest. Exhale, push through the arms, nod the head, lift up into full teaser, and then lower back down slow. Inhale, head back. Exhale, nod your head, tuck your chin. Scoop the belly, lift up into teaser. Lower down slow. One more time. Inhale. Exhale, push into the arms. Curl up, lift into teaser, scissor kicks. One leg up, one leg down. Point at those toes. Keep reaching. Stay lifted. The abs draw in and up. Just for 3, 2, 1. Lower everything. Back down. Awesome work. Drop the straps down. Awesome work today. Thank you so much for joining me for this full body advanced reformer flow. Have a beautiful day.